Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Sunday. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. It has been a fantastic weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed that the Detroit Lions can make it to the Super Bowl, but more on that later. So, like I said, I hope everybody is having a great weekend. It is Sunday, so that means tomorrow is Monday. And if it's Sunday night, then that means we're doing a little weekly review and reset for next week with the National Calendar Day. Tonight, I made myself some sleepy time tea in my Spice Baby mug. Woo! That right there is going to be the thumbprint, the thumbnail, like that. Okay, why can't I just have a nice hand that's like all dainty and everything? Instead, it's all old looking and all like, oh. So that's hot. I'm gonna wait for that to calm down a little bit. Okay, so let's get into it. Last week with work, it was a lot. I mean, it's getting somewhat easier. No, I don't want to say somewhat easier. It's getting a little more repetitive. And that's good, because repetitive means that I can get comfortable with the things that come at me. And just when I get comfortable and I'm like thinking, hey, I might have this, I can do this, is when I click get next work, and the next thing that comes in is something that I've never had before, didn't have a lot of training on, and I'm just winging it. That's it. I think that's really all we're doing, is we're just winging it. So I don't know, I started off the week kind of crummy. Middle of the week, I was like, okay, I found my groove. And then at the end of the week, the universe must have been like, she found her groove, let's throw something else at her. So I don't know, we'll see. I have never been so excited for weekends to come as I am now. That's it. That's all I can say for work. I mean, thankful that I have a job. Very, very thankful that I have a job. Let's get to books. I finished Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, I think is who wrote it, as the author. I would probably give it a 3 stars. The reason why I'm gonna say 3 stars is because when they say twisty, when they say it's a book with a lot of twist, I would like those twists to be like all throughout the book. It was told, every other chapter was like the wife, the husband, and then sometimes there were letters that were written by the wife to the husband on each of their anniversaries that she never gave to them. And so you were like, who should you believe? Do you believe like that the wife is the bad person, the villain here, or is it the husband? And the thing with the husband is, the husband had this ailment, not this ailment, but this like illness where he could see, but he can't see distinguishing features of like faces. So he didn't know what his wife looked like. I mean, he knew her by like the perfume she wore, her fragrance, things like that. At the end, there was a big twist. There were a couple big twists at the end. I like for a book to be one of those oh shit books where you're always like, oh, you know, it's a big oh my God or an oh shit moment. I love books that have all kind of oh shit moments. It was good. Maybe I would give it about a 3.5. I mean, it was in the middle of the road, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It could have been a little better. So that's my second book of the year. I feel like I'm a little behind on my books because I did put in for 35 to be my goal for Goodreads. So I kind of have to ramp it up a little bit. And as I say that, I started a book today that's 406 pages. Typically, I don't go over like, I don't get 400. I started Endgame by Omid Scobie. That is the book that was written by Omid Scobie, who used to work the royal family beat as far as like reporting goes. He also wrote a book. Oh, it was about Harry and Meghan, and it was called Fighting for Freedom, maybe, or something like that. But listen, this supposedly has some tea in it. So if there's two things I love piping hot tea while I wait for my tea to actually cool down. Oh no, that's still too hot. And I like tea. I like when people spill tea. And I also am fascinated by the royal family. For some reason, ever since we were introduced to one of the greatest women in the world, and that was Princess Diana, I have always been fascinated by them. So I'm reading that. That is 406 pages. And it's crazy because I think last year, right around the same time, I read Spare by Harry. So we'll see. I mean, I tried to get this book when it first came out up at Barnes & Noble's. And I had walked in and I said, do you have Endgame by Omid Scobie? And they were like, I don't know that I've ever heard of that. I'm like, really? I mean, it just came out and a lot of people are talking about it, but okay. So I downloaded it on my Kindle. So I am reading that. If anybody else is reading it, let me know in the comments what you think of it, or if you have read it. Let's get to the weekend. This past weekend, yesterday, I went out and I did a pickup at Walmart, and then I came home, and I'm gonna tell you, I got a lot done right here in this kitchen. Typically, I will sit here and fight against putting all of the groceries away. I put them away pretty quickly. I replaced all of the flour that I used making the bread. I did a lot. I made, what did I make? I made beef vegetable soup with beef tips. And so I cut up all of the, what did I do? I peeled and I cut the potatoes, and I prepped everything that needed prepped. And I cooked my beef, seasoned it, did all of that, made a big pot of beef vegetable soup. And then I made 2 loaves of bread, because I'm going to make 2 loaves of bread now, because I'm going to give one to our neighbor, Marie. She is so sweet. She's an older woman. And so I'm going to give her one. I made us one. And then we watched the movie Nyad last night. My friend Kristen, she had recommended that me and my mom watch Nyad. Nyad is the true story of Diana Nyad, who is I don't know if she is still the only person to do it, but at the time, she was the only person to ever swim the 103 miles from Cuba to Key West, Florida. She did that when she was 64, and I believe it was on like her 4th or 5th try. Amazing. I mean, somebody had tried to do it before her who was much younger, and she failed. And listen, Diana, from what I got, if this is how Diana Nyad is, her personality, I wasn't that big a fan of her personality, but you cannot take her determination and her grit away from her. She was just refusing to give up. It was a great movie. It was a really good movie. Annette Bening is up for Best Actress. Jodie Foster played Bonnie, her swim coach, and her like dear friend who stood beside her through all of it, through everything. And she is up for Best Supporting Actress. My favorite character in the whole movie was Jodie Foster's. And then there was this guy who was he wasn't the captain, but he was the guy who would like chart their course, and he knew all about how the tides work and the currents, and he could map out the weather so that they wouldn't run into storms. and I liked him too. But it was a very good movie. It's called Nyad. It is on Netflix. I feel like it was just made by Netflix, and I don't know that it was even released in movie theaters. I could be wrong, but it was a great movie. It was really inspiring. It was an inspiring movie because she was like, listen, no matter what age you are, you can do whatever you put your mind to. It was very inspiring. It was a good movie. And then today I made my mom some. Dolly loves lemon, anything lemon. So I made her a lemon blueberry loaf. And it was real easy because I used a lemon box cake mix. And I put the blueberries in. And what else did I use? What did I use? I used water, eggs, and sour cream. And then the box cake mix, I put a little bit of lemon, like fresh lemon in there. And I put that in, and then I put that in the oven for 350 for like 50 minutes. And then I made a topping, like an icing with, what was it? 3/4 cup powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk. And I just put some fresh lemon in there, some lemon juice in there too. It was very good. She said it was excellent. She loved it. And then I also made a casserole. I made a Philly cheesesteak Bisquick casserole. And I didn't use shaved beef. I used ground beef. She really enjoyed that as well. So now we have soup for the week. We have bread for the week. We can get two portions, 2 servings out of the dinner, and we have the dessert. I like doing that for my mom so that she doesn't have to do, maybe they'll take care of 1 or 2 meals during the week. And she loves soup. And she loves bread. So it makes her happy. If it makes her happy, then it makes me happy. Okay. Also, listen, I'm going to say something here. And this is, no. Okay, so we are going to move from last week and this weekend into next week, and we're going to do National Calendar Day. So what are we going to be celebrating? Tomorrow, it's National Corn Chip Day. So get your Fritos and get some salsa maybe. Oh, that sounds like good. That sounds like a good choice for tomorrow. Ooh, okay. That's cooled down. This usually gets me real sleepy. It is National Puzzle Day, like not crossword puzzle, but like actual jigsaw puzzle. It's National Puzzle Day. And it's also National Bubble Wrap Day, which is good because to, twist the bubble wrap, it's a good stress reliever, I think. Tuesday is Plan Your Vacation Day. Get out there, plan your vacation, if you have not already. And it's National Croissant Day. See, I say croissant. I know there's people who, if you're French, you say croissant. I say croissant. How do you say it? Also on Wednesday, it is National Hot Chocolate Day. Ooh, make some hot chocolate and watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Wait a minute, Tuesday is also the return of Vanderpump Rules. Tuesday is the return of Vanderpump Rules. Okay, VPR. Wednesday is also Inspire Your Heart with Art Day. I think every day should be Inspire Your Heart with Art Day. I feel like when you practice your art, I want to say practice your art. When you are creative, I feel like it's a great stress reliever. And for me, art isn't just like painting or anything like that. I feel like art can be in any medium, like any crafting. I feel like any kind of crafting is art. So inspire your heart with art. And it is also National Backward Day. Thursday, this is not a day, this is not something me and Dolly will be celebrating, as you're well aware of if you watch the Universal Yums boxes. It is National Dark Chocolate Day. It is National Optimist Day. It is Baked Alaska Day. And we're celebrating Texas because it is the Lone Star State Day. And did you know Texas is the 28th state to enter the Union? And did you know that Texas is the 28th state to enter the Union? Friday, it is Tater Tot Day. I love tater tots. Listen, I love tater tots. I might love tater tots more than French fries. And you know who has the best tater tots? Seriously, Sonic. Go to Sonic, get their taters. It doesn't even need to have anything on them. Like, they don't have to be loaded. I love me some tater tots. It is National Bubblegum Day. And it's Groundhog Day. And here in Pennsylvania, we have Punxsutawney Phil. A few years ago, me and a friend of mine had taken a road trip, had driven up there, and we did see Phil. But there were two of them. They're at the library. Phil lives in this little cubby thing at the library, and you can see him. But it was two of them. I believe they said it was a male and a female, so maybe Phil and Phyllis, who knows. And it's also National Wear Red Day. And when you wear red, it is to help raise awareness about heart disease in women. Saturday is Carrot Cake Day. It is National Women's Physicians Day. It is Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. So go out, get yourself a waffle, put some ice cream on it. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's also National Missing Persons Day. And Sunday, it is National Homemade Soup Day. We celebrate all the time. I make a pot of soup every week. So I might have to have the soup. I might have to make it on Sunday. Yeah. Let me know in the comments, if you made homemade soup, what soup would you be making? Or what's your favorite? And it is also National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. That's a tough job. I would not want to have it. So, if you happen to see your mail carrier, thank him or her for a job that I don't know that you would want to do. I wouldn't want to do it. So with that being said, if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You are loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, positivity, and understanding out there. Please take care of one another. Also, two things. Two things. Number one, be aware of your surroundings. And number two, what else? Be aware of your surroundings. And number two, please be safe. And go Lions. Go Detroit Lions. Go. Bye, guys.